Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a beginning of the month for December Tarot Oracle reading. Aries, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Aries, we still all have a little bit of Aries in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Aries in? That's where this energy will show up for you. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. I've already shuffled the cards. I'm just giving them one more quick cut here. And we will begin this reading with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck. And we have the Chariot. Woohoo! Chariot says there's going to be movement happening. This card appears when a cycle is over and a new one is about to begin, or a new project or a new way of looking at life is coming up, which is really awesome because this card, I'm recording this right now on November 19th to give time to get it out to you before the beginning of December. And we are moving into the new moon. We're moving out of Scorpio energy and we're moving into Sagittarius energy, which is all about adventure and traveling, and that's what this card is indicating. This card is indicating that there's no rains here, so you're in like sunny energy, you're with God, and you're moving into your life purpose. For the first card up in this reading, we are going to look at the underlying energy for what is required for your internal dynamics. The internal dynamics are those things if you're laying awake at night and you're thinking, what if this happens? What if this happens? So this is about your inner dynamics. And this is, we're again off to a good energy for that. This is the Seven of Cups, is a person that is like open to all of these possibilities. So there's all these, each of these cups has a gift in it, and it's up to you to choose which cups you want, which cups you don't want, where are you going to put your focus. And the cups are different for everyone. Some of them are challenges or will be challenging. Having said that, the challenges are possibilities in disguise. So sometimes the cups with the challenge in them, if you work at it, they'll bring you the most forward movement to get into this new energy on the new moon. So here we go. The first card we have, we have someone that has sowed a lot of seeds. And this is speaking of a lot of action. This is someone that planted seeds, and we're at the 10 of Wands. So this is the most wands that you can have. So out of all of these actions, it looks like this person is burdened. And sometimes that's the case because the seeds we planted maybe weren't necessarily, didn't work out the way we thought they would. And it doesn't resonate with who we feel we are now. So this card represents like, keep going, you're almost home. There's the home in the background there. And it's time to put the burdens down because you can choose which ones do I want to put down and which ones do I want to carry home. The important thing to recognize is that this card here is saying if you put some of these wands down and you choose differently, the universe totally supports that. And it's human nature, it's growth. So we'll put that in that position. So your self-identity, if it's changing, it can be very uncomfortable. Remember that you're supported by the universe here, like the destiny is calling is what's coming up. And we have the Page of Pentacles here. So if you're concerned about money, you're focusing on money, the page comes in with a message, and generally the pages were like 7 to 14 years of age and they worked for the kings. These days, this is an archetype, so this could be a male or a young male or female under the age of 21 is the energy, and they're learning, they're in the process of learning. And so that's kind of saying like this individual is focusing on the pentacle, And it's kind of like I'm getting, there's maybe some concern of moving into the new and having to start with money all over again, etc. But when this card comes in, it generally is a message of a legacy for generational wealth. It's a solid offer. It's at the very beginning of one. So this individual could be male or female these days, and the message may come in not by foot, but it will, and personal, it could. But having said that, it also could be an email, a text, a social post, you know, that kind of energy. We have so many ways that we can communicate now. And then we have, yes, here's someone with the Three of Wands. So this is interesting because there is no time in tarot, and this card represents past, present, and future movement. This card could be representing way back when there was only 3 wands that this person planted, and now there's 2 planted solid here, and this is a very entrepreneurial spirit. So this could be saying that we're going to move on, like keep these planted here. This could indicate someone that wants to franchise, that's collaborating with other people. I'm getting international, like because they're looking into the distance at a different shoreline, or like this is desert, it looks like in the middle, but just, you know, viewing something in the distance. And this card indicates someone that is ready to move out of where they have been, like they've kind of gone through the portal of these 2 wands and they are ready to take action in a new way. So this could be an indication that maybe you're considering letting go of 3 wands or 2 wands and moving forward with this idea, a new idea that you have. This the pentacles represent coin, but they also represent health, wealth, and happiness. So perhaps what you thought was going to bring you fulfillment and you were going to be really happy, you're bored with it now, or it didn't turn out exactly the way you wanted, and you have an opportunity from all this hard work to put down the burdens of it and keep what works for you. And you notice like there's 7 cups and there's 10 wands here, and it's kind of like these 3, plus 7 equals 10. So I feel like that's what's happening. Yes, and that opens up a whole new world for you. So, this is saying that this energy of recognizing what you want to keep and what you want to let go of and moving forward in a new way is going to open a whole new world for you. And this card represents the end of a cycle. This card represents the beginning of a cycle. And then we have the King of Swords coming in. So what that is saying, it's been requiring a lot of your mental energy. The swords represent double-edged swords, like going back and forth. Is this the right move to make? Putting a lot of thought into it. And so the King of Swords is sitting on their throne, and they are thinking the King of Swords is known for being someone that's very good with their words. They're able to they understand the value of words. They understand that talk is cheap, but actions speak louder than words. And so it's someone that you can look up to and that keeps their word and uses words to get what they want rather than their fists kind of energy. And then we have, there we go. Okay, so this has been caused, this is the card, the Six of Swords, is the card of, the energy is like, it could feel like a never-ending nightmare, but I feel with this underlying energy of the Chariot coming in with the new, and the fact that we're on a new moon and we're moving into Sagittarius, into new adventures, we're letting go of the concerns around it, the choice. This is just indicating to me that this king has made a choice, which cups to keep, which cups to let go of. And I'm just getting that 3 cups might be, or 3 of those wands are going to be put down and move in a different direction. And this card can also, it's not just a never-ending nightmare, it also can be enlightenment. Like, you know, a lot of times when we wake up in the wee hours of the morning, around 3, 4 in the morning, what happens is we can wake up from a dream or whatever, and quite often that's when we receive enlightenment from beyond. And these swords, you'll notice they look almost like stairs. So this can be like, okay, this is the steps now that you need to take. This is what you need to let go of, and this is what you need to keep. And this person could have just had a dream or something, and they're really like, oh, trying to remember, okay, what happened in that dream again? Which of those cups should I choose? But they've already chosen them. So it's kind of like put that energy down and allow it to be. So the bottom here, the what ifs, it's kind of funny that card came up. That, you know, when I say what you're worrying about when you wake up. And so these 10 wands are representing like your self-identity. And then this is like your worth, right? And then we move into the communication, after receiving communication of this opportunity I'm getting. Then we move into, okay, this is going to be a whole new world. That really brings up a lot of emotions. And is it going to be good for the family? Like if you have a family person. And I just want to also say that the King of Swords, when they come in, this is all about like kind of your creative, like your ability for creative solutions. So but the King of Swords, it can be male or female. It's an archetype, but it represents someone that's in this masculine energy of authority, of, okay, the decisions being made. And I'm getting this card here. It indicates like daily routines and your habits, etc. And I feel like this is just saying this habit of worrying or carrying these burdens is over. And the decision's been made. And so the next part of this reading, I'm going to look at the energy for the external forces coming in. So the external forces are forces where you're asking what the EF happened. That's forces from outside of you that are not really in your control. The King of Cups is the most emotionally available king. He's very good at controlling his emotions. He has mastered that. You see that he's sitting on his throne. He's out in the middle of all this rough water, and he's holding a cup. And so the cups often represent love. This in particular can represent romantic love. So it could be that this person was so focused on the pentacle, and now he wants to focus on his love life. He, she, because this is also this energy of this king, can be a male or female in this masculine energy. And this also could be you and two different aspects of yourself where you're now giving a lot of thought to, okay, I want to have more time for my family, or I want to have more time for my hobbies. This can be, so I want to have romance in my life. If you're married or have a partner already, this can indicate that you want to be more romantic and bring that energy back in, or it could be a whole new romance, or this could indicate something moving forward in a business, because quite often this is entrepreneurial energy, moving in a different way, a different enthusiasm for what you love to do or who you love to be. And this energy, oh, there's the Fool on their new journey. They've decided to make the move, and the Fool is, following what is destiny basically for them. So this Fool is foolhardy. They're full of adventure, and that makes sense. We've moved into, this is like that energy of Sagittarius going off on an adventure and leaving the deeper, darker thoughts to Scorpio. And hey, I'm moving on with the new moon energy. I am now moving into this adventure, and I'm willing to do things differently at this point. And so, and quite often, this could, this could be like a new relationship, or like, as I said, a new way of looking at your relationship. But then look who comes in. Temptation. So the devil is all about temptation. It's about, this energy represents masculine and feminine energy, and it also can represent lovers. We do have the King of Cups here with the cup. And we did, and we have the page down here, which is kind of like, okay, like if someone, if you end up deciding you want to get divorced or whatever, that energy is going to cost you. It's going to cost you coin. But this person has decided that it's worth it, that they want to move forward in this new way. They're not satisfied in that area of their life and they want to move forward. Or, as I said, it could be like, okay, I'm not satisfied with the way our relationship is going and I want to put the work into it. But the devil's coming in and just go get a new person. So when the devil comes in, it's all about temptation. And I always, when the devil shows up in my readings, I cover him, because you're not going to get the truth from the devil. And the devil never does his dirty work for himself. So it's kind of like he sends someone in to do it for him. Or God steps in and hands you an Ace of Cups. There we go. So this card indicates a new romance is in the air. The Aries energy is the infant of the zodiac. And so the infant energy is something brand new coming in, this beautiful gift of this beautiful child with all these opportunities, all this new. So this is talking about a new romance, quite often that's been destined or divinated by God. It can also say that the universe is giving you another opportunity that's brand new, doing something you really love to do, or carrying yourself in a new way you love to be. The Aries energy is all about, okay, I'm here. Am I just going to be, or am I going to do? And how am I going to balance that being and doing to bring the most benefit? And here, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune has turned. It's showing this energy by taking this step, this new journey, that the Chariot it's in motion. This card can also indicate like law and order on the 3D plane. So with the Pentacle, this could have been some sort of announcement of some money coming in for some way, which opens up the ability to be able to make this move, maybe move to a new country, move to a new house. That's what this energy can also mean. But it feels like this could be like a new romance or a new business opportunity with a new partner possibly that you really enjoy working with. And so the Wheel of Fortune actually is indicating like past, present, and future. So in the universe, there's no time. Like only on the 3D do we have linear time. So this could be happening for you in the past. It's already happened. Or it's right now. We've got like right now, tonight, the new moon comes in to Sag energy. And then and Aries speaks of the new. Aries energy is like newly born energy. And then this could also be coming up in the future. I feel like if it's coming up in the future, it will be like not, maybe tomorrow or anything, but it's already starting, and you'll start to, if you put some energy into it and lay these burdens down, then that will determine the amount of time it's going to take. And then we have this energy of the Hermit. So yes, we are in a time right now where Mercury is in retrograde. And when Mercury is in retrograde, there can be issues with communication. It's famous for it. Having said that, if this is something that you've put into being, like you already were thinking about this and started taking these steps of action, it's kind of saying, this is, the Hermit represents someone that's gone up to the top of the mountain went to get enlightenment from source energy, from God, from the universe, and meditated. And once they have that enlightenment, and you notice the staff is yellow, and that's because the staff is, I'm just going to pull these down a little bit to make sure you can see them. The staff is bright yellow because it has, the lantern is shedding light on which actions to take. So this is saying, yeah, you're moving forward, and when you're ready to. And right now with Mercury in retrograde, I think for at least another 10 days to 2 weeks, don't rush things. Just really allow yourself to chill out, kind of, so you don't get yourself back in this kind of energy here. And then we have, yes, the walking contradiction card. So this can be sneaky energy. What this is saying, I feel, is with Mercury retrograde, where communication is known to break down, make sure this card is my card for if you're signing a contract, if you're getting into a new relationship, anything like that. You want to dot your I's, cross your T's, really look into the detail, take the time to make sure that this action, that you're strong to it, like from within, because external forces could be pushing you around a little bit here. You want to make sure you're strong in this area, and this card is a walking contradiction because he's moving forward, looking back. He could be stealing the swords from the village in the background, or he could be returning them, or he could, it doesn't look like he's returning them though. And he's left two standing. You see that? And that energy is like the double-edged sword here. And it's about, you're having discipline over your mind. And it also indicates this energy of this new relationship coming in that, make sure that you don't have to rush into it. Just take your time and get to know each other if that's what's happening. And, allow yourself to go use your intuition as well as your logic before you make any moves, right? And there we have it. So we have the this or that card. This is like this person is and look at it, it's on the new moon. The person is choosing this or that, and they're blindfolded. So this can mean that this person has now recognized that it's not just this or that. It could be something else. And to take your time right now, especially if you're getting into a new relationship, make sure, look at the new moon there. It's just saying, allow yourself to get to know each other really well before making, rash moves is what's coming up, especially during this time. And I'm getting like once Mercury retrograde is over and we're more fully into this adventurous energy, but you'll have more insight. The Aries energy can be very rammy and like bang, babies come in head first, right? So you don't want to be forcing anything. You want to be in a position where you are fully together in this. And because like this energy here is all about commitments, and it can be about marriage and partnerships. So I really feel like that's a big part of this reading. And then this here, this devil with the cup on top of it, this energy is about transformation, secrets that are maybe some secret came out, something like that. And what are the shared resources? This is all about shared resources. And we had the devil trying to come in, but then God stepped in and destiny came up. And this is about higher learning and your travel and your education, etc. So this is about going on a new energy. This is like the Wheel of Fortune is like, that energy of going on an adventure, real like Sagittarian energy. And then this is just saying be careful because the external forces here this is about your public image, your career, like what direction your career is taking, and also your reputation. So what you want to do is make sure that you're moving forward in a really solid way, and doing it, with integrity is what's coming up. And then we're moving into like having new relationships with new people. So that's what this card could also indicate, is that you're keeping 2 relationships and you're letting go of the other ones, or you're making 5 new relationships and you're leaving 2 relationships behind, or that marriage behind is what's coming up. And then the spiritual or partnership in a business is, something like that. And then we have the spirituality, and that is about looking at your intuition, your third eye, and using that energy to be able to make a decision, recognizing that it doesn't have to be this or that. It could be this, that, or whatever. We'll clarify now with my oracle. If you are enjoying this reading, please do like and comment. It really, really helps me out to build my channel. I'm going to clarify now with the cards using my oracle, and it's Tales from the Vector, courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. So I began this oracle in 2007, and I completed the paintings of the dragons in 2020. They've been out and about for several years now, but the deck was not complete because the paintings weren't done. And I am now gathering information online here in a bigger way. And then when I'm satisfied that I have the correct information, I will be bringing this deck out I'll be birthing it into the new with this Aries energy. Actually, this is my very first reading online astrologically, so it's kind of a perfect timing. And the cards, I have the numbers of the cards on these, or the numbers of the paintings on these cards, and I will have them in the description box below in the order that they appear. And you can look them up if you're interested. It's talesfromthevector.com, TAILS. All right, so the underlying energy, to clarify, is the Hermit. Yeah, so that's just saying again, it's time to take action. Having said that, take the time to make sure, if you want to travel safely, that and have this energy come through, that you really look into it and you don't rush it. The energy, what this is saying is the energy is moving forward regardless, and you don't need to rush. You have the opportunity to take the time that you need to make sure that the decisions you're making at this time are strong. And then we have the Capricorn energy is clarifying this choice. So Capricorn is all about ambition, and it's also about responsibility. So all of these possibilities and challenges right here on this cup. So that's what it's saying. Some of these opportunities could be quite challenging to bring about. They still are possibilities, but you will have to put the work into it. So it's going to require some work from you. You can't just expect it to happen on its own. I'm just going to move this. I'll just move this in the center here. And we have dissension. So yeah, this energy of the burdens that you're carrying is swimming with sharks energy. So it's kind of, the energy is saying that a lot of the burdens that you maybe are carrying, dissension is when they're someone who is stirring the pot, like really wanting to cause negative shift to happen, and maybe possibly is jealous. And it's like with friends like this who needs enemies. And I feel like this energy is just saying a lot of the burdens that you've been carrying aren't your own, and they actually belong to other people. So if you're asking, what if this happens? What if that happens? And you have people in your life that you're kind of like iffy on, then, keep a watchful eye on that and be willing to let go of some of that to be able to move forward with perhaps other people, new people that are going to be more in alignment with what you want. Then we have a major accomplice. So to the energy of stopping, this fight, flight, or freeze. So this energy coming in with this communication, this could be like energy regarding this actually. And this is like, hold the drama. And, this is fight, flight, or freeze. And what this is saying is move on, let go of what you need to let go of. You don't want to be frozen. You're not frozen. You're not going to have to fight. You don't want to fight with this. Just let it go. If you're caught in a tug of war that you don't want to be in, let go of the rope. That's what it's saying. And we have another major accomplice. So this is the scotoma. This energy is, we all have scotomas in our eyes. Little pixels that are missing, like where there's a blockage. So the blind spots are this energy, I feel, is again coming in from this information. Some information that you didn't know is now available to you, and you can move forward. There's a good reason why the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. Could, move forward. And then we have Virgo energy coming in. And when I'm doing a general or collective reading like this, it's specifically for Aries and the area in your chart that Aries is in. But this is, this can be people that are in your life that are in the sun sign. Having said that, it's more with a general reading about the energy and the stage of life that is in. And Virgo is like, this is a whole new world. You're a young adult energy. But you notice Mercury rules Virgo. And this is Virgo, this energy of Pentacles is very Virgo. And so this is again saying that in this whole new world, you want to have a lot of like analytical critique. Not this worry energy, but really look at things, look into them so that you can contribute to this happening. And don't be criticized, like anal criticism is not going to get you anywhere. Virgo is likes things in a line and clean. And if this energy isn't like that, sometimes Virgos can really be hard on themselves. This energy can be really hard on people. It's kind of the energy when you move into being a young adult and you recognize, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? It's clarifying this energy here. And we have the Lovers coming in. So this energy that I was picking up of this new Aries energy and the Rami energy of that, this is adoration. This quite often represents like the twin flame connection. So this is this king energy is decided to cut what does not work for them. And this could, once again, if you're not, in that lover energy, this is also indicating that you have a love for yourself and that you're, you're willing to make the changes you need to be happy, to do what you love or be what you love. It's leaning towards a romance though here. And then we have the mother's worry. So you could be a mother. This could be about your mother. This could be a mother-in-law, that type of energy. And so quite often, if a mother worries, their children are going to feel it, and they're going to, it's the mother load of all, because if a mother doesn't have faith that her children are going to be successful and be happy, then, who is going to, right? So you need to become your own mother is I'm just feeling this. If you didn't have that positive mothering experience, then mother yourself. And if you did have a positive mothering experience, then your mother still might be one of, a lot of mothers are taught to worry. And so just what this card is just saying is let go of the worry. And that could be like a habit that your family has, because that's the way the women in your family deal with, raising children, basically. So the Emperor comes in to cover the King of Cups, and the Emperor is all about performance. The Emperor is actually all 4 kings in the minor arcana rolled into one person. So this is an energy of moving forward with all the capabilities of like being able to use your intellectual ability and use your words wisely and being in control of your emotions and still remaining emotionally available. And the energy is about bringing those pentacles in, knowing how to take things from the heavens and bring it down to earth. And then also being in this energy of change, like opening up to new change, which is really good energy. Congratulations, Aries. Oh, and we have father figures too. So this could be someone that, it could be someone that was, I'm just getting foster care, someone that was put in foster care. You could be someone that was adopted. You could be someone that was from a divorced family, like a broken family. And the worst divorce, though, is from source. So if you're looking, I feel like this energy is saying, when you go on this new adventure, have faith in God, have faith in the universe, and, allow yourself to perform at a very high level because you're backed in the way that way. This is like destiny. You're being against all odds here, against whatever has happened to cause you to feel so burdened. The energy is God has you covered. The universe has you covered. The cup is overflowing with love. Love is the answer. Yeah, and degradation. So right on the water. So when it's take the shame off yourself. The shame does not belong to you. The shame belongs to perhaps what happened in the past. And it has something to do with your parenting. Not blaming, you don't come with a manual. So this is talking about, it's your responsibility once you're an adult and you reach this stage, you realize, okay, I have to parent myself right now. I have to heal my inner child energies that are causing me to keep all the old habits, the old ways that are really degrading this energy of being able to move forward. It's really strong. Yeah, there we have integrity. So this is being, on the destiny, this is saying congratulations for doing this work. You're in your integrity now. Integrity is integrated, right? It's inter. So like the intergalactic federation of light. So it's about pulling all these energies together, this new energy, and becoming, like taking the time to become this person that you have always wanted to be. Really strong energy, Aries. And the need to be right. Okay, Aries has typically an energy, this is like a karmic space that we can all fall into. This is the only karmic space here that is coming up so far in the reading. And this energy is saying, do you, like the need to be right, like Rami energy. I have to, like, I am going to be right no matter what. I would rather be right than I would be happy. That's something that is really common for like Aries energy. It's like headbutting, the Aries energy is represented by the ram. And so there are times where you need to be right. But remember, look at how a newborn infant is. Like a newborn infant makes mistake after mistake after mistake, right? And there's all these stages of development that the newborn infant goes through. And within 1 year, that baby is walking and, starting to talk and all of that energy. And they had to learn so many new things. So that's what this energy is saying. Embrace that energy. Yeah, and we've left the Scorpio energy to move into the Sagittarius energy with the new moon. And so this is about, just letting go of what doesn't work for you, taking what does with you. And Scorpio energy is all about elevating yourself and others or conquering. So this is saying, You don't need to get involved in any of this anymore. You need to just let it go and move forward and really be the person. This is Aries energy. They come in, I am here, be yourself, and then do what you love. And we have the Hangman. And so the Hangman is all about the balance. And so that's what this is saying here. Take the time right now to, oh, there's my kitty Stella. She's putting her 2 cents in right at the end of the reading. You're late. She says I was doing my own thing. So like this energy is about, okay, like now that you've taken the time, as soon as you have, and you feel like you have balance here, then it's time now to move forward. Awesome reading, Aries. I love it. You know, I hope you really enjoyed this reading. I sure have. Like, comment, and consider subscribing if you feel like you resonate with this energy. Thank you. It really does empower me when you do so. I'm working towards building my channel. Bye for now. I will have another astrological reading for you mid-December.